Hello, Christopher. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert over at Zucore Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric. He sent your website over to me for analysis, so I'm just going to hop right into it. First thing is that you have a beautiful website. You clearly have paid somebody or had somebody talented to do it. It's a beautiful website, but that's not what I'm here about. I'm here about um, the mechanics of your site because that is what will determine whether or not people can find your site. I know that seems like an odd statement, but I'm going to walk you through everything what I'm seeing, and hopefully you'll understand where I'm coming from. Now, the first thing I do when I analyze a site is I go over here and I look at this. This is a paid tool that I have called Ahrefs. It shows me the metrics of your site. And that gives me an opportunity to then know what's going on with how your site is performing. And then I go and I do a simple Google search for Longmont, Colorado roofer. And this is where I need to explain a little bit about how Google works and how essentially people get to your site. Now, the first thing is you're going to encounter these, which they like to call sponsored, but they're just paid. I don't sponsored. I guess makes it sound like they're contributing to the Girl Scouts or something. I don't know why they have that, but they're paid. Now, after the paid ones, you're going to find that they have what they call businesses, but this is what we in the industry call the map pack, because of course they are attached to a map. So that's that. And these folks got there by doing something that the other folks below probably didn't do. Oh, Greenpoint did. And that is fill out a Google business profile. And a Google business profile is kind of like a Facebook profile, except for your business, obviously. And they ask you all sorts of things like what year you started your business, what are your daily hours, your website, obviously, and your physical address. And then there's a bunch of tick boxes to fill out. And that's something that you could try to fill out yourself. You want the final purpose of doing that is to get here in the map pack. So you might want to have somebody with some experience and expertise do it, but you could give it a shot yourself. Um, and maybe you're that guy who has the expertise and experience. I don't mean to diminish you by any means. And underneath the map pack, we have what we call the organic search results. Now, I'm going to point out here that you can see that Greenpoint Roofing is both here and here. These are essentially two different sort of listings. So Google treats them as such, but that is excellent for them to be there and here because they are the first essentially the first actual roofer in the organic search results. So, and that's what you want to have. I mean, they're second only to Yelp. And that's exactly where you want to be. I'm going to show you something really fast. I'm going to scroll down. Boom. It bump stopped right there at related searches. Now, most people don't go beyond that. They think that anything below that is going to be kind of iffy. And that's not true, but that's what people think. Now, the way that these people down here in the organic search results got there was that the organic the Google algorithm put them in that order. Now, this is not a random order. The Google algorithm is actually looking for several things. One of them is content, and there's two other things that I will describe to you in just a minute. But for the sake of this analysis, I am going to use Greenpoint and call them your Google competitor, if that's all right. Now, here is their website. No great shakes. They have this big thing in the way. You know, it looks fine. And I think yours is actually more classy, to be honest, but I'm not, that's just my opinion. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this, and this all relates to their placement on the Google search. Here we go. This is a word counter. I cut and pasted your entire website into this. No, I didn't. Computers, can't live with them, can't live with them. All right, word counter, try it again. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's you guys, 689 words. Now, I'm going to do the same for your competitor here. Select all, copy, back to the word counter, and paste. They have 2,290 words. Now, it may seem like I don't know, splitting hairs, but when it comes down to an algorithm, the algorithm is looking for more. More wins all the time with an algorithm. And the more in this case is the 2,290 and not the 689. Now, in order for Google to consider you to be a contender for a top spot, they would expect you to have 1,500 words on your homepage. Not just throughout your, throughout your site, but 1,500 words on your homepage, because they figure that any company that is willing to put that much effort into their website probably is a good company. Which brings me to this point, and that is that you could have the worst company in the world, and as long as you satisfy the Google algorithm, you would be listed first. So that's crazy, but that's the way that this works, because Google is the gorilla in the search world, and when the gorilla wants to dance, you dance. So I'm going to show you, though, that all words are not equal. Even though you don't have as many words as they do, you should bring that up to 1,500, definitely. But here's what I'm going to talk to you about. All words are not equal. We're talking about keywords, because there are a lot of keywords that exist in your industry. Those words are words like soffit or gable or TPO or Longmont. It could be just things that you use in your industry. It could be communities around you. It could be like best roofer in Longmont. Those sorts of things that people actually Google. Now, it's crazy because, of course, keywords would indicate that they're words, but I mean, like a word, like, oh, we have this word and that word and that word, but it's actually small phrases. Let me show you. Now, you have 12 keywords and Greenpoint has 330. So they win again in that little foot race that Google set up. Here are their keywords. Roof repair in Boulder. I don't know if you service Boulder. Malarkey roof, because they have those tiles. Roof repair Colorado. Longmont gutters. What else? You see, it's a lot of variations on a theme. And just what to point out, best roof repair companies near me. Companies is different than company because the algorithm doesn't know the difference between singular or plural tense in words. So all of those things are separate. But there's a bunch of stuff that's very similar, and you can use the roof recover. I don't know, I guess roof recovery. People type those into a Google search. These are actual Google searches that people use. So what I'm going to suggest to you is that you get more keywords on there. At least what you want to do is beat the 330. It's competitive here too. You get more than your biggest competitor. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk to you about are your backlinks. You have 110 backlinks. Now, a backlink is where your site appears on some other site that has a link back to you. That simple. Sort of like, it could be Yelp, it could be yellowpages.com, whatever. You have 110 and Greenpoint has 460. Again, they win in this little stupid foot race that Google has set up as a goal to reach. Here are their backlinks: HomeAdvisor.com, Expertise.com, Yellow Pages, Denver Post, Super Pages, This Old House, those sorts of things. And you see here, all of these are rated fairly high. You want to be in anything that's like 70 and above. Even some of the 70s become kind of, I don't know, iffy, but like linkcenter.com is probably a spammy one. But you want to stay up in the upper reaches if you can. And these are obviously good ones. Angie's List, for instance, is a 91. And I don't see it here, so that would be a good one to be on, even though it is a paid one. A lot of these other ones are not. You can just fill out a profile and they'll put you in their Yellow Pages. So those are some other things that you need to do. So I'm going to just summarize what I've suggested to you and show you why. Now, the first thing I suggested was fill out the business profile. The second thing is to get more keywords. And the third thing is to get more backlinks. Now, those are all necessary to have a higher standing on the Google search. And what you're looking to get is up near the top. And I'm going to show you what that means to you in actual money. Now, you had a traffic last month of 36. That's up 2 from the month before. They figured the value of these 36 clicks to you was probably about $115. Here's what it was for Greenpoint. 394 clicks. So they had 10 times the amount of people clicking, which means 10 times the amount of opportunities for people to ask for an estimate, to become a customer, to put money in the pocket. And they value this at about $5,100, this number of clicks. So you can get up here really easily. I mean, it's not like you're trailing behind. Sometimes I see people who are trailing behind in the thousands. This is an easy thing for you to be able to bring up. And this is what the value of it is. You're actually leaving money on the table by not being higher up in the search results. And that's a shame because you have a beautiful site. You clearly have spent money and time building a nice site. So anyway, those are my suggestions and my analysis. Those are all things you could do yourself, but they are time consuming. And like I said, they could require an amount of expertise. So this is where I'm hoping that Eric will be able to step in and give you a hand. He can guide you through the next steps. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I've been helpful, and you have a great rest of your day.